Just checking, make sure that stream is healthy on my phone. Oh, I see myself. Give me a second. Okay. This is much worse than coding. I'm trying a different mode of encoding today, and it's horrible, so let's not use that. Be missing it next week and the week after, and some weeks in the summer. Let me explain. We have regents and we have finals next week after, so I have to study for those. So, as much as I love this channel, as much as I love you guys, that is the most important. That is my priority. So I cannot take time off of my studies just to do the stream. So that's the first thing. Oh, hey, I have a header for this. I'm prepared. Announcements. So that is my big announcement. And during summer, I'm going to be doing things, so I may not have time. I may not be in a place that has internet connection, so that's not even possible. So, it all depends. And, second announcement, much more lighthearted, is that, whoa, look at this. This came in. This is a Amazon package. Would you look at that? So this is gonna be featured in a video coming soon. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Not to be clickbaity or anything. I just haven't decided where I'm gonna go with the video yet. But I'm running short on time, so let's not dwell on that. Let's get on to the news. Oh, and I forgot to set this up, because of course I did, because I am Russian. So, give me a second, guys. Ah, there we go. Look at me, I'm so prepared. Oh, that looks horrible. Give me a second. See, this shows how little I know about streaming. Right. Thank God I'm not on Twitch for a living. I'd be bankrupt. Okay. So, this is our first news article. No fan on it. And this helps, first of all, to reduce noise from fans. Because you might be able to hear it, you might not. I don't know. I can't hear it. Oh, that's just me. But the fans on the computer are running because it is a hot day outside, and streaming does take up a reasonable part of. Actually, we're at 71 degrees Celsius right here, just streaming. So it needs to keep everything cool, but it makes a lot of noise. Same with AIOs, they make noise. So this would be silent, but it probably requires a huge heat stack and whatever. But it's cool. It's just we're getting to the point in technology where we don't need things that were necessary, like extremely necessary, just a while back. So, next article, moving on, is EVGA is discontinuing their driver DVDs. So, what this basically means is you have you would get software. Let's say you bought a copy of you bought a motherboard, and you need to get drivers on that motherboard for Windows to interact properly. Let's say this is your motherboard, this is your driver disk, even though it's Office 2007, but you don't know that. Now instead of using these, they are now going to be using 8 gigabyte 8 GB flash drives. Now these are actually, I forget what the number is. Let me look back here for a second. But it's, I think, 20 times more expensive than just including a DVD, which makes sense. Because this is USB 2.0, it's not that 1.0 gubbins garbage. It's like this big, but you can rewrite it. So you have your driver on there to start with, and you can put that on. I'm looking over here to see if I have a flash drive, but I don't. You can rewrite it, so you can use it for installing Windows for all you care. You should probably use a USB 3.0 drive for that, but that is besides the point. But it's cool, because, I mean, you can use that for other things besides just the drivers. Okay, so Canon Lake Y processor shows up in 3D Mark, so this happens a couple times, like, benchmarking. They say, oh, your system performs similarly to this, to a certain thing, and they slipped up, and they apparently there's a Canon Lake Y. Let me see why I earmarked this as important. I don't know. I thought this was important for some reason. Give me a second. Okay, well, it's the first Canon Lake, no. Oh, I know why this is important. That's because it's manufactured with it's kind of a garbage chip, but it's 10nm process. So, as I've said earlier, because everything always ties into something I've said on here before. Intel currently uses a 14nm process, and that is that they've been using that for a couple of years now, because they've had trouble getting their 10nm process to work and not be buggy. So this proves that they've gotten some stability in 10nm, which is cool. Yeah. Oh. This shows how little I know about OBS. Alright, so this says that we're going to have a 1080 successor by late July. If you are unfamiliar, the 1080 is a Pascal card that's been out since 2016, and they're super expensive because of mining and all that garbage. So, I mean, people think it's going to be called the 1180 or 2080. I don't see why they'd skip 1,000 numbers just to sound cool. I think it's going to be the 1180, but hey, you know what? Start your betting pools, do whatever. I don't know. But yeah. We're gonna get a successor, so we're not gonna be stuck with a 2-year-old graphics card anymore if you want to run something that, like, isn't Fortnite, which is great, because not everyone plays Fortnite. Ever thought of that? Alright. Intel discloses plan to spend... Go away. Intel discloses plan to spend $5 billion on a fabrication plant. So if you're not aware, Intel is based in Israel. So they're putting more money into their plant. So that's kind of cool and kind of cool and kind of cool. It comes at a time in which the president recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and moved their embassy there. I don't know what that means. I know nothing about politics, but I know it's important. It's supposed to be important. Cambridge Analytica files for bankruptcy amid siege of negative attention. So, if you're not aware, which practically everyone is, because every news agency has a story on this. We have Cambridge Analytica, right? And they decided that they were going to, they did something, and they collected data on Facebook users. But how they did some of it was lucrative, because they said, by signing up for this, you let your friends in on this. So kind of like, if we take your data, we're signing that you can also take your friend's data as well, without explicitly asking the permission of the friend, which is Depends on your point of view, but I see that as a violent. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's okay. But yeah, that they went bankrupt, and good riddance, because they just didn't want them. We don't want them. They cause problems. Okay. Well, that really wraps it up for today. Thanks for coming out. Wait, let me see how many people are watching this. Let me see. Alright, 2 people. 2 people. No chat, 2 people. But you know what? We have 47 subscribers. I know people that make garbage content and they have like multi-hundred subscribers. I'm trying to bring something, educational to the table, something you can learn from, something, that's worth something you can take home. After watching the video, you've learned something, or you've gotten something new, or you've been inspired to take on another project yourself. I don't want to be another one of those, oh yeah, nice. So today we're going to be playing Overwatch. Today we're going to be playing, on the Nintendo Switch. I'm trying to bring something bigger to the table. And not as many people are interested in that, because it's not pure entertainment. People want to see pure entertainment. People want to see me, they want to see me drop this on my face, and they want to see me, try to build like a PC in the ocean or something stupid like that. But you know what? Someday I might do that. Right now, I can't afford to lose a PC to the ocean, because that's stupid. Because right now, with the price, everything inflated, I'm throwing away $1,000 so that I get 100 people to laugh, which is stupid. But thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed that. 12 minutes today. I try. I'm not professional. I just do this as a hobby, so I just hope you guys enjoy, and goodbye.